Thank you, Leslie. Our next speaker is a pretty amazing woman. She has worked in rape crisis counselling for over 15 years. Her name is Ursula Benstead. She's a counsellor, advocate and psychologist at the Western Region Centre Against Sexual Assault. Please make her feel welcome.
So many people here, and also so many men and so many children. It's just fantastic that we're all here united in this cause. I've come here today with my workmates, my husband, my son and my friends to say enough is enough. Here in Australia, 1 in 5 women report experiencing sexual assault after the age of 15, and the figure is thought to be even higher for childhood sexual assault. Men and boys are sexually assaulted too, but not nearly as often. Because more than 90% of sex offenders are male and more than 80% of victims are female, we need to focus on the issue of male sexual violence towards women. I have counselled survivors of sexual assault for more than 15 years, and the pain and destruction that I have witnessed is indescribable. But what is really hard to bear is the victim blaming that the brave women that I work with experience. It has to stop. Yes. We need to be addressing the attitudes in society that have led us to say to girls, it's your responsibility not to get sexually assaulted, rather than focusing on why men think they can sexually assault, and usually with few or no consequences. Every week at West Casa we are faced with a long list of new priority referrals. We don't have the resources to see them all. Then we have to prioritise the priorities. Who is more in need of support? The 12-year-old who was raped last week by her 20-year-old cousin but has some family support? Or the 17-year-old who had to run away from home to escape nightly rapes by her stepfather? Or maybe it's the woman who, well, I could go on and on and on, but you get the picture. Another thing I'd like to point out is that the majority of women we see were sexually assaulted as children in their flannelette pyjamas, or they're women who were sexually assaulted by their ex-partners while doing the dishes in their tracksuit. It's not about clothing or behaviour. It's about power and control. The responsibility lies with the perpetrator and society and its institutions that implicitly and often explicitly support victim blaming. Our culture of victim blaming also stops many women from speaking up about sexual assault to their friends, to their family and to the police. So that's why I'm here at the SlutWalk. The word slut is used as a weapon to insult, hurt, shame, blame and denigrate girls and women. I know there's a lot of mixed feeling out there about calling this protest against victim blaming a SlutWalk, but really, if it creates a worldwide dialogue that throws the spotlight on victim blaming, misogyny and social justice, and it involves people who have never even thought about these issues before, well, that's got to be a good thing. The last thing I'd like to say is that I'm a feminist, and I'm proud to call myself a feminist. And I'm saying this because the word feminism, like the word slut, has become a dirty word that it seems that people, even women, want to avoid. Feminism is generally misrepresented and misunderstood. The principle at the core of all feminist philosophy is that women and men are entitled to the same rights and opportunities, including the right not to be sexually assaulted. The right not to be blamed for being sexually assaulted. The right to wear what they like. The right to express their sexuality how they like. Women's rights are human rights. So it's dangerous to think that equality has been achieved and there's no longer a need for feminist action. If that were true, we would not be here today. And if that were true, my Centre Against Sexual Assault would not be swamped every week with calls from girls and women who've been sexually assaulted, who need counselling, who we have to tell, well, we probably can't see you for 6 months because our counselling, our service is just swamped with a demand that we can't meet. Thank you.